Hello, this is Brian again. Today is beautiful Sunday, October 24th, 2021. I'm maybe about 2 miles down Big Pines Highway from Jackson Lake. So I'm in the Angeles National Forest, the San Gabriel Mountains. Just out enjoying the beautiful fall vibes. Big Pines Highway, especially this upper portion of it, it's a great place to see fall color, especially with the black oaks over there, the Quercus kelloggi. You got the arroyo willows here. It's a Salix lasiolipus starting to change. We're just a little bit under 6,000 feet right now. Jackson Lake is at 6,130, and right around the higher edge of that big switchback is where the 6,000 foot contour is. So we're about 5,900 feet. Shot here, enjoying the beautiful trees. Past the blooms of the California goldenrod. And I got these little Fremont Cottonwoods popping up here and there. Little Populus fremonti, subspecies fremonti. I did a video spotlight on this earlier this month, October 9th. So check out the spotlight on Fremont Cottonwoods. Gotta admit, some of these trees change very nicely. That one's just got a little bit of color. This one hasn't started much. A lot of times they're a little bit later to color, except in some like deep canyons that get cold air drainage or really high elevations. But we got one here that's breathtaking. Look at that one. Just as brilliant as its cousin, the quaking aspen. Right up there, look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, always being on a highway is always going to be noisy. But yeah, Populus fremonti, subspecies fremonti. The one I spotlighted was in by the Chilau Visitor Center, which gets really good cold air drainage, very good cold air drainage. So that tree was already past its peak, and that was only on October 9th. And of course, Quercus kelloggi again, the beautiful California black oak. Usually around this weekend, like around the 25th, is when you're going to probably see some of the peak of the fall foliage. So it's usually late October. Last year was a lot later because it was a very, very hot October. So I came up here in mid-November and the trees were about at this level of color. That was mid-November, quite a bit later than usual. It's definitely a great place to get some color. Little arroyo willow. Beautiful. And even some of our smaller plants, like this guy here, it's a broadleaf California Fuchsia. This is Epilobium condom subspecies latifolium. Since they're winter dormant perennials, in other words, the root stock stays alive, but the leaves fall off, and they turn red. They turn a beautiful red. So even like some of the perennial herbaceous plants will give you some good fall color. I think there's a little spring over here, but it's pretty dry. Then got these old root burl of an old canyon live oak right here. And it's predominantly Jeffrey pines and single leaf pinions and even a few big cum Douglas firs. So there are other plants that change color too, like bitter cherry and Prunus marginata, excuse me. Prunus marginata, bitter cherry, and then Prunus Virginiana verdimissa, which is the western chokecherry. They're also known to change colors pretty nicely. I got a little Verbena laciostachys right here, western vervain. But this is a good time of year. Good time of year to come out here to the mountains and enjoy the beautiful fall colors. So I'm just going to walk across here. Right now I think I mentioned the elevation that we're just a little under 6,000 feet. I said Jackson Lake is just a couple miles up that way, and the elevation there is 6,130. But I mean, the weather is absolutely spectacular, absolutely phenomenal weather today. There have been quite a few chunks of this month, October, that have actually been really, really nice. Really surprised. I mean, during September they were forecasting October was going to be hotter than average. Then, as we started getting into October, the National Weather Service did a 380 and then said that the southwestern and western United States would be below average temperature-wise. I'd say we've been mostly, you know, last couple days have been quite a bit below normal. But you know, we've had a few pretty hot days, but nothing like we've been getting in October for the last few years. That's what's allowing this color, fall color, to open up earlier than last year. This is what you'd expect this time in October. I've been up here plenty of times. I've been up here to the San Gabriels, this part of the San Gabriels where black oak is found, and usually about this time of year is when things are peaking. I'm not going to walk too far down, but I want to just show off some of the natural beauty here. This is a really profoundly beautiful place. Now on this side, I don't want to point up too much because then the sun will get in the lens, and I don't want to blind everybody watching my video. There are some very hardy pine and fir forest, because that's the north-facing slope there, and some of the largest trees in Angeles National Forest, I think, grow in that area, up on that canyon. That's a really pretty area. I'm glad I came out here to film. Get more oaks down there. Wherever you get a little pocket of cottonwoods and willows, that's where even more color shows up. Yeah, you can see it's prominently Jeffrey pine. It's pretty much our tree of the area. I guess some pretty decent sized ones around here. But if you go in some of the canyons and steeper canyons in there, some of the trees get really large, larger than most of the rest of Angeles National Forest. Because this is a drier mountain range than the San Gabriels are a little bit drier range than the San Bernardino Mountains and the San Jacinto Mountains to the east and southeast of here, respectively. Those mountains get quite a bit more. They get more summer thunderstorms. You get more of the summer thunderstorms from the monsoons. The monsoons don't usually affect the San Gabriels to nearly as high a degree. But this is it. Beautiful Big Pines area. Beautiful conifer forest here in the San Gabriels. It's like somebody kicked up some dust over there. Maybe somebody's doing some off-roading or something. There's some dust. I was thinking in the back of my head, could there be a fire burning? I don't think so. I think it's just dust. Maybe somebody's doing some off-roading or something. But back to this. Stuff that makes me happy. Being up here in the beautiful San Gabriel Mountains. The eastern half where you're going to see these guys. You go west of Vincent Gap, you know, where you pick up the Pacific Crest Trail to hike up to Mount Baden-Powell, or the other direction of the Pacific Crest Trail, or go up to Jackson Flat. Past that, you're really not going to see these much, if any, anymore. For some reason, they just grow here on the east side of the San Gabriels. Maybe it's because we get a little bit more rain here. I think you're more likely to see a summer thunderstorm here than you are in the western end of the San Gabriels, or the middle and western ends. But just enjoy this piece. Then you got the montane chaparral in there, pinyon woodland, not that far off, in the pinyon pines. It's just a very peaceful atmosphere here. And the glow of the yellow in the sun has always been a pleasing aesthetic for me. But, well, I don't think I could really add much more. Oh, little young side blotch lizard. Aw. Little side blotch lizard. Kind of running. Little baby side blotch lizard. Saw quite a few of those today. Well, I guess that'll do it for this little video. We're gonna stop off and check out some of the trees over here. Got just a little walk back to my car, and then whatever that was is gone. That dust is gone. Well, I guess it's back to the car, and then maybe find a couple other little poke around spots. Did about a 5.25 or so mile hike today to Mount Peltier, so check for that hiking video. Most of my filming was being done downhill, or down the mountain. But I'll see you on the next hiking video, or adventure video. Thanks for watching.